Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about some of the comic books, manga, books, video games, and movies I've gotten recently. First off, we're going to start with all the comic books I got. First up, published by DC Comics, we have Scooby-Doo, Where Are You, issue number 108. I picked this one up at my local comic book shop. Next up, we have Batman Catwoman, issue number 3, published by DC Comics, part of the Black Label line. This is the variant cover, which is cover B by Jim Lee. That was also purchased at my local comic book shop. Next up is Deep Beyond, issue number 1. This is the cover B variant cover, published by Image Comics. I purchased this at Midtown Comics. Next up is the Walking Dead Deluxe Edition, published by Image Comics. This is issue number 8, and this is cover A. Next up is the Walking Dead Deluxe Edition, issue number 8, and this is cover B. Next up is the Walking Dead Deluxe Edition, issue number 8, cover C. And all those right there was purchased through Midtown Comics. Next up is Star Wars Adventures, issue number 3. This is cover A, published by IDW. Also, Star Wars The High Republic Adventures, issue number 1. This is published by IDW. Is the part of the new High Republic series, which has been pretty good so far. Next up is Star Wars Adventures Smuggler's Run number 2, also published by IDW. All three of those books were also purchased through Midtown Comics. Next up is Tarna, issue number 2, published by Heavy Metal, and this was purchased through Midtown Comics also. Next up is Unsacred. This is the first series. This is issue number 6, cover A. Unsacred number 6, cover B. Unsacred number 6, cover C. And Unsacred number 6, cover D. These are all published by Blaze, and they also all came from the back issue section from Midtown Comics. Up next is Unsacred number 3, which this is volume 2, and this is cover A. Unsacred volume 2, cover B. This is also number 3. Unsacred number 3, cover C. Unsacred cover D. And all those were also purchased through Midtown Comics and published by Blaze. Next up is Machine Girl and the Space Invaders. Well, Space Invaders, issue number 3. This is published by Red 5 Comics. This came from Midtown Comics also. Next up is issue number 2 of Star Wars The High Republic. This is the Marvel Comics version of it. And this is Star Wars issue number 11. This is cover B. This is the 40th anniversary Empire Strikes Back variant cover, published by Marvel Comics. And the last of the comics is Captain Marvel number 25, which is the cover B variant cover, which has got the alien in the background of it. Kind of like a alien homage to it. This is their variant covers for that month, since Marvel has the rights to the alien stuff now. All right, next up, we're going to do the books I got. First book is published by Yen Press, which is Weathering with You novel, written by Makoto Shinkai. Second is one of the newest Star Wars The High Republic books, Into the Dark. This was published by Let's see who was this published by. It was published by Disney Lucasfilm Press. This is written by Claudia Gray. All right, next up is going to be the manga I've got recently. And this is a book called A Girl on the Shore, which I don't know if you can see the name. It's in red. But this is pretty good. I've read half of it so far. It's been pretty good. Next up is Gigant Volume 4. This is a really good series. I've done read all to this one. I can't wait till some more comes out. This is done by the person who did Gantz. If you like Gantz, check this one out. And that was published by Seven Seas. Next up is Weathering with You, Volume 1, which this is published by Vertical Comics. This is pretty much the manga adaptation of the movie Weathering with You by Makoto Shinkai. Next up is Volume 2 of the same series, Weathering with You, published by Vertical Comics. All right, next up is the game I got last Saturday. It's Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. I love the Super Mario games. One of my favorite ones. My favorite Super Mario game is Super Mario 3. All right, now let's get down to the movies now. These are all Blu-ray. So first off is a movie called Pulse. This is stars Cliff DeYoung, Roxanne Hart, and Joey Lawrence in it. I vaguely remember this film, but it was $6.99, so I've got it. But it's about like, I think, an electrical pulse going through somewhere. I think it tries to kill his son, which is Joey Lawrence's character. I'm gonna have to watch it again because it's been a long time since I saw it. Next up is one I purchased at the Dollar Tree just for the hell of it. It's called Larry Gay, Renegade Male Flight Attendant. It had Danny Pudi in it, Gamma Mays, Patrick Warburton, Rebecca Romaine in it. That's the only people's names I've heard. I've never heard of this before, but it was only $1, so hey, what the hell. Next up is Freaky. This is a really fun movie to watch. It's probably one of my favorite body swap movies now. So the one before this I liked so much was Vice Versa. But this is a really good horror movie. Vince Vaughn is great in it, so check it out. Next up is a steelbook, which is My Bloody Valentine. That is a really cool looking steelbook, and this is the original version, which is a great movie. I like it better than I did the remake. Next up is a movie called Hard Bodies, and this is the part of the retro collection. And I think it was Mill Creek put the retro editions out like this. But this is a really good movie right here. If you look real good at the beginning of it, you'll see Kane Hodder in it, playing like this geeky, nerdy looking dude for a few minutes. Next up is another part of the Mill Creek Retro series, which is a movie called Vibes with Jeff Goldblum and Cyndi Lauper in it. It's a really funny movie here. Another one of the Mill Creek Retro ones is this one right here, which I didn't think I'd be able to get it because it's always out of stock. Is Sheena, starring the late Tanya Roberts. I have not seen this film in a long time. I look forward to watching it again. Another one is for the retro line is Happy Birthday to Me. This has got Melissa Sue Anderson in it, who was played the older sister on Little House on the Prairie. I've seen this before, and it was a really weird movie. I look forward to seeing it again. All right, last is the limited collector's edition 4K and Blu-ray of Weathering with You. This is a really great movie. If you haven't seen any stuff done by Makoto Shinkai, I recommend go checking them out. Checking out Weathering with You, Your Name, A Place Promised, 5 centimeters per second. Um, there was the Garden of Word. It was either Garden of Words or Garden of Word, and there was one more he did, which I cannot remember the name of it, which I thought I had it on my shelf over here, but I don't see it. But that's everything I've got this far from last week, because couldn't get out this week because of an ice storm and everything that came in Louisiana and Texas and everything. So hopefully all that'll melt away by next week and be able to get some more stuff and do some more videos. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it came out good. And I'll see you in the next video.